Hi guys, and welcome back to Josh Oddie YouTube. Today we are going to be talking the irons and how you can improve your striking, and I bet after you've watched this video it'll be pure every single time. So for me, one thing that I've transformed in my game is my arm intention throughout the golf swing, and this has really helped me in the recent months get some super successful results out on the golf course. And we actually saw a 6 tournament round stint of where I was under par for 6 rounds in a row. We wasn't on the 7th, but we'll leave that one out. So what I've changed in my golf swing is a little bit of my arm intention. I always used to struggle with a bent left arm at impact, which tend to be the holding off move. That was something that I used to get from a super strong left hand, and because the face was so shut, I had to hold the face through the ball. Now, all I've been doing is chucking a ball in between my arm and working on the arm intention through into the impact zone. And you can see the arm structure is staying how it is. If I was to bend my left arm, the ball would just fall out. But just to simplify this, and without even using a ball, this left arm is going to stay pretty straight throughout the swing. Now you do see some tour pros, they kind of get up to this position here and they bend it at the top, but then you'll always find when it gets back to impact, the left arm is always pretty straight. And I think that's how we can control the strike a lot easier, is by keeping the arm structure the same. And one drill I'm going to give you today is working on getting yourself into this impact zone position at setup. So, you actually see a lot of guys sometimes go with the left foot kind of flared out, the right leg a little bit straighter, and you're kind of in this impact position, soft right arm, left arm nice and straight. And we're just going to basically turn to the top and get back in that position at impact. And this is a really good drill for anyone that's struggling with strike. Generally, sometimes what happens to the arms is they kind of deviate when they get back down to impact. So that's where you lose a little bit of a strike. And to simplify it, just basically start in that position. Straight left arm, right arm kind of a little bit relaxed here. And we're just going to try and find that position at impact as well. So the other part of this drill is actually staying pretty centered. Now, for irons, purely the bottom end, and I'd probably say especially the wedges in your bag, the body needs to stay pretty centered to guarantee that strike. And I think although the shifting of the pressure and the mass can really help your golf swing, and especially when you get into the top end, when I get on the driver, I'm certainly not going to be swinging like this. But when I'm hitting a 80-yard lob wedge, you best believe I'm staying pretty centered turning around the course. So, another element to this drill is that we're going to get into the setup, lead arm nice and straight, right arm kind of softened, relaxed here, weight kind of 60-40, and we're just simply going to turn to the top. And notice when I'm turning to the top, notice how this arm position is not changing. So I'm literally just turning. I'm not adding anything in there. I'm not trying to go hinge, up, round. There's nothing to it that's trying to complicate this drill. And I think that's where a lot of amateurs get lost in the process, is that they try to add in all these other little things that they might see online. And realistically, sometimes it's as simple as just a straightforward turn to the top of the backswing. And that's all I'm doing. Get this left arm nice and straight, right arm nice and relaxed, and all we're going to do is turn. And look at this structure here, beautiful. Back down into the ball, we're keeping everything the same. It's as simple as you want to make it, and this drill certainly has taught me that. We get everything done at setup, and then we just turn. It's pretty pure every single time. So one last thing to add. The soften of the right arm also helps the shoulder position. So when the right arm gets a little bit out in front, a little bit stiff, notice how the shoulders now are quite open. When I relax that right arm, not only does it help this right arm position, but look what it does to the shoulders. Stiff right arm, soften it, the shoulders then get on a nice line as well. So there's so many different elements to this drill that you're doing without even noticing, and certainly for me, this is one that I'll go back to in the practice and I'll get the feels. And if you can do this drill and just repeat it over and over again, trust me, when you get out on the course, it's going to feel a lot easier when you get out there to just repeat this process and ultimately get the strike back with your irons. It's just so pure. So guys, I really hope this drill helps your iron strikes and you can start finding the middle of the face once again. Golf is a very, very complicated game, but sometimes it can feel really, really simple when you just find an easy drill like this. And you can just sometimes break it down into little individual bits. Left arm nice and straight, right arm nice and relaxed. 60-40 in pressure. Get that impact position at setup. And then all we're going to do is just a nice slow turn to the top and back onto the ball. If you did enjoy this video and you learned something new, please like the video, comment down below what you want to see next, subscribe, and we'll see you all for the next one.
Racing to the finish line, seatbelt, fast whips, got a win in mind. See me when I skirt off, ain't no 10 in mind. Friends keep saying slow down, should've seen the